Hi, this is Reese from CreataCRM, and this is a getting started with leads and sales management inside of CreataCRM. Today I'm going to be showing you how you can actually manage your leads from leads to quotes inside of CreataCRM. So I'll start with the basics and we'll go through and follow the process. So this is how we can do it. So when you're getting started for the sales team, you should be defaulting your sales team in this view here. And now what that is in the hamburger button up the top left here, it's sales. Now from that we'll explain what this view looks like. This is like a sales pipeline. For example, you start with a new lead like with suspect or prospect and you go all the way down the pipe of closing sales. Now with that in mind, you can customize this for your needs, but you'll look through documentations how to do this or get a trainer to help you customize this section for you. Now we'll explain the bubble here is 2 suspects, 1 prospect in this stage. You've got things like you can click on here and you click on the list view, which we'll get to that shortly. You've got the plus where if I click on the plus, it will create a new prospect. And the totals here is $10,000 for a suspect, and you go through and you've got totals in here from closing sales. Now, if you notice to the left and right, you've got 3 stages. These are lead contacts going through initializing the contacts and going from suspect to prospect, initialize contact. Now when it jumps to the right, we change to creating either a quote or opportunity. By default, the database will create, if you create an opportunity from this particular lead, it will then jump here and create a new identified leads, and you can track the actual opportunity for that particular lead and get more information. Now, for example, if I go through here and I sent before here, I can actually click on the list view. It will give me all the lists for the opportunities in here. Now, the great thing about the sales lead overview page, you can start the lead cycle at any stage. For example, if I click on this plus button here, I can start at the contact at a prospect stage and manage the contact itself. So you can click on the contact and put the person's name in, Steve Smith. And then you can actually go through in the sales and marketing stages and put the qualified information on the estimated value, $3,000. You can type in other information on the lead side and other things like competitors that you may want to have in here that you can customize and add any other items in there as well. Now you can actually save and close that, and it's now created another prospect. Now the great thing is that you can also then jump ahead and just create an opportunity straight away for where the client itself is come into the business and has straight away gone into the presenting an offer straight away. So it's jumped all their sales processes and gone to an opportunity side. So you can actually create an opportunity, put the title of the opportunity in here, test opportunity. If you start on this stage, you're going to have to put a primary contact in here. And we're just going to link it probably to a company right now. And click on OK. And we can save and close. Now it will default to the stage present offer and change the stages on here. We can put the value on here, let's say $1,000, and save and close. So what has now happened is straight away you have jumped the full stages and created an opportunity, the company and the contact and the value in one easy view. So you can see in this view it's really easy to get started by creating an opportunity and a lead in one view and making sure that you have a great overview of the stages. Now I hope this helps in this very, very basic section of getting started with leads and sales. Reese from CreataCRM, and today I'm going to be showing you how to get started with leads and sales regarding the sales deck side of the fence. Now this is a good way to actually use swimming lanes to manage your sales pipeline. It's another tool that we have for you guys to speed up your sales process, and I'll show you how this works. So for the sales team, when you start up, you'll be starting up probably on the sales section over here, and you'll be getting familiar with the sales pipeline overview page that we have. Now, as you noticed before, you've got 2 suspects, 2 prospects, and it goes all the way down to managing objectives and closing sales. Now, an easy way to move through the deck, through the sales pipeline, is just open the sales deck in here, and you now have swimming lanes in your system that you can manage. Now, you can customize these for your particular self. So you can use the user drop down menu. You can customize the sales cycle. There could be multiple sales cycles that's been introduced in your business. Again, you may have to talk to your manager about that. And stages that you have here. For example, you have open, close won, close, lost, and inactive as well. Now from here, if we're going to go through, and for example, we've got something in the first video, we had a prospect called Steve Smith. Now you can simply go through and go, look, I've now had a conversation with him and I've discussed my needs, and I can move them up to the pipeline of as identified needs, and that's how quick it is. And you can quite easily go through all the different opportunities and to have a click through an overview of different opportunities. For example, if I go to Erica, I can click on here and just view her details, may give her a phone call, and then realize that this particular person is not willing to go through with it, and I can just select her and just say, look, close sale, and it will take her completely off the list. So that really speeds up your sales process of identifying your leads, reviewing your pipe, and obviously focusing on the most important things is closing sales, which is probably these sections here. Now, if you've noticed, there's different icons and different names on these opportunities. I'm going to go through it very clearly here. So, for example, you've got a little funnel here, just opportunity, and that means that person's up to the contact stage. If you look here, you've got a little paper itself, and that means if you can click on that person, it's actually on a quote stage. For example, if I click on here, I get different options in the side panel. So if I click on the details here, it will go to an actual quote section of it, so that person is actually on the quoting stage on it. Now if I click on Steve, I go to another point where he's just a contact in the same sales section. So each element has different stages, where this is an opportunity, which is more the forecast chart. This has got this one's a contact, and this one's a quote, if you can see the different icons themselves. The next thing you want to probably notice is that you see CreataCRM and then Test Op or Steve Smith. Now you can see different things where if it's the graph here, the opportunity name is called CreataCRM. Sorry, the company name is CreataCRM and the opportunity name is Test Op. The contact here is called Steve Smith, and you can see here we've got every element, organization, you've got the opportunity name, and you've got the name of the person. So it will give you a lot of details in the card itself in the swimming lanes. The other points is the yellow is the probability section. You've got the gray itself, and that's the estimations, and the blue itself is the actual quote with the estimation on it itself. So let's have a look at that opportunity. So here is the weighted total, that's the weighted total of the percentage of $1,000, which the weighted total is coming from the presented offer itself, which is 60%, 600 of 1,000. So from here, you can see here if I wanted to just simply close the sales on anyone, I can quickly go to that section there and I can go, yep, I have one, and it takes them off the list here. And you can start obviously going through this section here when I can go back to the sales overview. I have one closed sale, it's in the final section of closing the sale. I can actually go to the deck and just live in this section here and go, well, I have won the sale, I can close it, and it takes it off the deck. So that means when you go to the overview page, it's now $0 and that is finished. So the deck itself is just making you work faster on dragging elements across to the swimming lanes and having a better view of, or a better granular view. So for example, the sales overview page is for you to see everything in a helicopter view of all your sales and opportunities in one section. And then we've got the next level granular down, which is the drag and drop of where they are in the sections and who they are in each of the stages, and you can drag and drop them. So that kind of helps you with the deck, where the sales overview gives you a helicopter view of all the sales and opportunities and leads, and the deck is going to give you a view of each section, and you can drag and drop them and view them at an easy point. So that helps you in that way of speeding up your sales and processing of your sales opportunities. Hope that helps, and wait till the next video. Thanks. Hi, this is Reese from CreataCRM, and this is getting started with leads and sales. Now what we're going to do is we're going to be looking at the sales tab inside of Create. I'm going to show you how this looks. So far in the other videos we've looked at the sales overview page, we've looked at the deck itself. Now we're going to look at the actual sales tab on the actual contact or company. So I'm going to just click on one of the users in here. We're going to go through and click on the details of this person. So in the sales and marketing tab here, we have kind of the ability to tell us what this contact's all about in the sales section. You've got buttons here on the different stages that they can go up to. For example, if you've created a lead, and create an opportunity, in creating a contact. Now if we go to a normal contact in the database here, and just choose any one of them, let's say here, you can see it's credited as a new lead. Now I can actually select that new lead straight away, and it moves up to, these are the next two things you can do with that person. So it starts off in the sales itself as a suspect, and you can edit this contact here. And then you can actually choose the stages, and it goes from suspect, as you've noticed before, and goes to initial contact or whatever it is you want to choose down the pipeline. You can put the dollar value on this opportunity and put sales comments in here if you want to. And just go save and view. Now from here you can either convert that lead itself to an opportunity or a quote, depending on how your management team wants to review that, and that's something that you would want to discuss. Other things you want to do, you've got in tabs here, is you've got all the opportunities, quotes, invoices, orders, and products that they have as well. You have things like marketing tab in here. We will cover that in the marketing section over here. That means you can automate the marketing for that particular person. So the next stage, what we're going to do is we're going to now move this person into an opportunity. Now what you want to do, may want to note on, is that when you go to the contact details tab, you can do things like a task follow-up. So obviously you've now got a new lead, and you can create the new task and create a follow-up on this particular person. So for example, you can just say, look, I'm going to just send a follow-up for this person. Subject is whatever it is, apologize for my writing, and you can do things like, I want to notify myself to send myself an email, and you can actually change the due date on there. Now it defaults at start, but you can change it to say, I want to remind me tomorrow, and click on OK. So that will create a task for you to remind that person tomorrow. Click on OK. So you've created a new task for that person as well. So we're going to go back to the sales stage as well, and now from there we're going to create a quote. Now at the moment it's on initializing contact. Now when we create a new opportunity on this one, it will start again on initialized contact, which will then, they will become one-to-one match with each other. So if I, for example, go from opportunity D when I move to identifying needs on this particular person, I can do other elements of the tags here, and I can start typing in tags here saying this is a commercial customer, and I can put general notes. These notes came from the contact from the first screen, and I can then go save and view. Now I've changed it to initialized needs. So now this is opportunity itself is commercial, is now in initialized needs, estimated $2,000, 45% of that is $900, and I've tagged it to commercial customer for the opportunity. Now if I actually go back to that context itself, this lead tracker is now identified needs. So as before in the other videos, I can therefore go to the identified needs deck and see that person in here as an opportunity. In previous videos I said this icon represents a video. Represents a opportunity. Next things I can do with that opportunity is I'm just going to click through on that sales tab itself. and I can create a quote from this opportunity. Now talk to your sales team, because you can skip the opportunity stage at any time, and a lot of companies who do more quick quoting would not want to do opportunities. Again, this is following the default sales cycle, but modifications may be needed to speed up your process. So from here in the opportunity, we're going to click on new quote. This will drag the information across. So I'm just going to type in test quote. And it'll bring in the information in here, and I can click on add the items from the quote itself. I'm just going to add a basic item in here and save and view here. Now I will go back to, let's say you can go back to the opportunity itself, which that's now linked to, and I can edit this, and I've now identified needs, and I have now presented offer and save and view. So now when I go to the contact itself, I can see not only the present offer on the sales cycle of that person, I can see the opportunity. Also, I can click on the quotes and see the quote that I presented that person in here as a draft. Now I hope this helps, is going from the sales tab and reviewing everything in the sales tab, and how you can drive the person from a lead to a quote inside of this one view here, and how everything works together, where you now got the information in front of you. You have follow-up in the jobs and projects of the task that will remind you in a bubble up here. On a reminding, if you go to the sales overview, you would be able to see the present offer in this section here with the click list view, and you can see that person here. Not only that, you can see the deck and see the same person in the deck in the present offer section here. So I hope that helps you with how you can manage your leads to sales all in one area, and how it easily is accessible and easily to read your lead management section. And the great thing about it can actually just manage your quotes, and it can integrate into Xero, and integrate into Reckon and MYB, and soon QuickBooks as well. And so you're really going to have one system, and then you can move this sales tracking system into your job and project management system in the next section. Hope this helps, and any information, please give us a call. Thank you.